Hello and welcome to the show. Today I am going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm playing some Planet Coaster, and as we can see before us is a rather dodgily, I'll admit, I tried my very best to make a Bathurst-like track map. This took a long time. There's a reason why I didn't do this bit on camera, because that took a long time to get even vaguely looking right. It's not quite perfect, but it's going to have to do. We have got a kind of Bathurst Island going on here, and I am going to be building a theme park on just this space. Of course, I want to keep things as car-themed as possible. As you can see, I've got around, messed about with the terrain in the area, so we've kind of got this naturally looking rock formations. It doesn't look very natural from this angle, but thankfully you're not going to see it from that angle. We've got a nice little cave over here going on that I didn't even know about. That's just how I built stuff up, but I like it, so that can stay there. This is actually still technically my land, but yeah, we're actually going to focus on a small area, kind of make a nice detailed park in the small area, and see how things go. I hope people like this as a series. I would love to kind of do plenty of videos on this game. It's a fantastic game. In fact, I've already noticed something that's bugging me at the moment. No, we want to go terrain tools. We want to go, where is it, roughen. Like this bit here is not looking particularly, it's looking a little bit jaggedy and not looking particularly natural. So we're going to get the roughen tool just to kind of mess about with it. And now it looks all sorts of peculiar, but it looks slightly less kind of, yeah, squarely stepped. In fact, I think we could probably do with doing that around a lot of these bits. Just make it look a little bit more like a natural rock formation. Over here it's slightly shallower in terms and slightly less rocky, but that works for me. Yeah, that looks better. I'm happy with that. Right. So yeah, this is going to be our park. We have got our entranceway over here. This was a real bugger to do. I accidentally managed to delete the park entrances that came, and I could not get the game to let me put it too wide with park entrances. It got very, very angry, and it just wouldn't do the paths correctly. So we are going to have a single entrance gate. I don't think we're going to get far enough through, and it's going to be busy enough for that to ever really become an issue. However, yeah, we have got that as a situation here. Now, we're going to build the bridge up. Of course, the first thing that we must do is build a nice little entranceway. What I want for this park, I want to have roller coasters. I want to have, like, the first thing that you see as you come in is roller coasters. Maybe if we... Oopsie, don't want to go that way. I am playing also this in sandbox mode. Money takes quite a long time to earn in this game. I've not really got the hang of earning money sensible speed-wise. And because I was going to be faffing around building, you know, an entire island and so on, yeah, I just kind of wanted to jump in with sandbox mode. Yeah, what I want for my entranceway, I was thinking a bit about this, is to kind of have all of my roller coasters either go over or underneath it, or maybe even have it come underneath and loop it over. I don't know if I can do that. I might not even be high enough to have it loop over. No, we're going to have this as a temporary bridge, because I might have to raise it up. Because I do want roller coasters running above and below it, and so we're going to kind of have our roller coasters, hopefully. Oh, damn it, that was one too soon, I think, in terms of going down, possibly. Right, if we can come back up again. Yep, back up. No, don't come around that way. No, oh, bugger. That's not what I wanted you to do. Up there. Okay, so if we go another one there, and then we start going down. No, that's exactly the same one that I went on before. Well done, me. Curve back up. That's at a nice level. So there, and now we can start going down. Oh, God's sake. Step number one. Challenge number one is apparently... Oh, wait, what's that? Was that? Ah... Step one is that I haven't planned this in a way whereby it will be happy having a bridge come in. Okay, fine. We might have to. I don't want to have to kind of start bringing it down like that, but we might have to. Okay, we have kind of got it there. I'm really not pleased with that. Yeah, I hope you guys do realise if I do end up making this a series, there's going to be a lot of messing about trying to get stuff, especially if I'm trying to build fancy sort of race. I do want to build racing roller coasters. I have tried to build racing roller coasters and it never quite worked out, but there's going to be a lot of faffing around with little bits that either I'm not happy with or just not working in general. That might have to do for now. I do want to change that. I'm going to have to come back to it, I think. I guess it kind of works. I'd rather just have it solid. I wonder if okay, right, here's the plan. We've got a plan. We've got a plan going on. So if we can find where this is going to come out, we go up to game. There we go. Up to no, don't want to put it there. Up to and then bring that down. It's going to connect automatically. That makes sense. Right. Sorry, the game didn't. Yeah, the way I was building stuff in that direction, it was a little bit unhappy. That's neat enough. And now I've faffed about with all of that. It's probably going to have to change if my roller coaster doesn't do what I want it to. Fantastic. So the first thing that I am going to build is a roller coaster. Seeing as the game is called Planet Coaster, that made sense to me, and I kind of wanted this to be the main feature. The reason being, as you can clearly see, is that the roller coaster we are going to be working as the entranceway is there we go, a car. Yes, this is a Formula car. No, I would love to have a V8 supercar. That would be much more fitting. However, we don't have that as an option, so we have got a Formula 1, well, I say a Formula 1, an open wheel, perhaps a little more like an Indy car, to be honest. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, I would say more Indy car than Formula 1 car. In fact, it's called the Sprint 500, so that would make sense as a play on the Indy 500. But yeah, this as soon as I saw this ride, I knew I had to do something with it. So, this makes sense. And we kind of want this. Yeah, I think we want this to be the thing you're going to come in. Now, I'm not going to put it right against the path because we've got to have space for a queue. And what way do we want them to queue in? Yeah, I think we want the. So I'm just trying to decide. You can see the entranceway. It's where they are sort of climbing onto the roller coaster. I'm thinking that there is going to be a good position for it. Now, do I want to put this lower into the ground? Now, if we press X, we can go to that mode. How low could we have it? Okay, doesn't really want me to be doing... doesn't really want it to be too low, so I think we're going to have it settled on this little platform. So we might have to build a building around it to make it look a little bit more natural, a little bit sort of less out of place, just kind of floating. Now, this is actually... I've just remembered what sort of a roller coaster this is. This is one of the hydraulic launch coasters, which means that... ooh, careful now. That's not what I wanted to do at all. We're going to have one of those. Okay, we have to put it further back. Because we're going to want to go move. Is it going to let me do that? No, maybe it isn't going to let me do that. Right, just delete that. Oh, okay, actually make the... Okay, I think we could actually make the... what's it called? Shorter. The station shorter if we wanted. Right, so we're going to... Actually, that'd be quite cool. Okay, now I've had an idea. I'm okay with this, because we can have it, like, race along the footpath as they come in. It's going to be a little bit of an arsey one, I think, to get it back down. Because if we're going to... Alright, so we're going to have it... kind of race along the footpath. So if we keep this area as like a... We might even have like a nice viewing platform. So we can have the roller coaster shoot along here. And then... Can we have one more before we go to normal track? And then straight up. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. We might have to have another one next to it. As I said, if I could figure out a way to sync up the start... I remember the old Roller Coaster Tycoon games... God, did it have it in 3? I don't know. Definitely in the first ones, you could set the stations to sync up with the one next to it, so they would launch them at the same time, and then you could make proper full-on racing roller coasters. I spent so long building racing roller coasters, and they never worked very well, because it was a long time ago I played the early Roller Coaster Tycoon games, but they were so cool to try and build. Now, so we're going to shoot that up into the sky, I think, is the first thing to do. We're going to try and make a really cool, exciting roller coaster that isn't going to absolutely murder everyone. Now, what I will do, I tend to do this when I'm building roller coasters, is set it going. Now, if we start the test over here, it will run the sequence for the coaster. So this is just, line it up on the start. It will get fired along here and launched up the course, and then the ghost little roller coaster will fall off the end when it's finished. But I use this as a test to see if my roller coaster planning is, all going well. See if there's any problems with the course. We're going to turn that down there. Now, I think we might need a little bit more speed, actually, from this. It's not going massively fast, and I want a quicker one, basically. Or not quite. That's okay. We can change this. Target speed is going to be... Oh, we've got to go for... Oh, how fast can we go? 175 miles an hour. Yes, we are going to make a... This is the FailRace space program. We are going to launch... That's scary quick. Yeah, I mean... The issue, and splash. The issue with 175 mile an hour launch is really cool. I don't think that's actually got a big enough space to be getting up to. I don't know what speed it is. Excitement is all the way through the roof. No, it only gets like 95. So we would have to make it. We don't have space to make it longer, sadly. I guess we could put it along. Oh, do we do that? Now I've started building this, I might change my mind again. It's kind of tempting to launch it along this main, what would be the first straight of Bathurst, because we do need a lot more of the launch track if we are to get it to 170. We might have to build a 175 mile an hour roller coaster later. If we have a 100 mile an hour launch speed for this, actually no, tell a lie. We could crack 100. Okay, if we put that as far as it can go. So 20 meters a second is the acceleration. That's as fast as we can launch it. Let's see what speed we can get out with this short area when it's going to hit. This is going to probably be, it's 2G on that. That's only about 91 again, and it's off. Okay, stop and start the test again. I'm going to check that. That doesn't see, I mean, acceleration again is, what is it, 9 meters a second quicker, I think, than it was doing previous. It's a fairly decent sized jump, and it is, no, it's only 97 it gets to. 97 does seem to be the limit that it can actually manage. Okay, we will turn that back down again. The issue with launching it this fast, and the issue with getting all of this speed up from the start, is that I've got to find ways of quelling the speed to make the corners not murder everyone on board. So I'm going to kind of find the speed that we want it to, the target speed we want it to launch at, so that it's kind of cresting that with a lot of speed. And if I want to now do a turn, which I kind of do want to do a turn up here. Let's face it, we want to be going around a corner. I don't want to be going around a corner at a murdery speed. I mean, I'm okay with the murdery speed, but people won't go on the roller coaster if it's a murdery speed. So yeah, there's that. Maybe if we just do a really gentle, we're going to do like a really long, lazy turn around here to get the roller coaster going, and then if we swoop... Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to go for a swoop downhill, because we're going to shrug off some speed up there. Excitement is good. Fear is okay. Yeah, so this isn't a murdery corner. That's not a murdery corner, which is always a reassuring thing. This might be, though, because what we're going to do is we're going to swoop it down and at high speed go underneath the entrance bridge. And this is going to be hitting, again, like 90 miles an hour as it goes underneath the entrance bridge. That would be very, very cool if we can work this all out. That might be massive G-force going on. How are we doing with that as far as fear? Oh, okay, so fear does go through the roof a little bit down here, and I didn't see what G-force that was pulling, but I'm imagining a lot is basically going to be the answer. Right. Oh, crap. That sort of a corner there would kill everyone, I suspect. Okay, let's just give it a try. In fact, will it go underneath the bridge is the bigger question here. Oh, no, the bridge isn't tall enough. Okay, so we're going to have to go one higher with the bridge. Will that corner at the bottom kill everyone? And turn, yeah, basically. I say kill everyone, it just gives it such a high fear rating and G-force rating that nobody will want to go on the roller coaster. If we just leave that there for now. So this has got to go up one more. I was really hoping it didn't have to, but I'm equally kind of not surprised. So if we delete the middle part of the bridge, there we go. Deleting the paths is a little bit awkward on this game. Like, I absolutely adore this game. It is incredible. However, one problem I have come across is deleting of paths is really wonky. There might be a better way. Again, to be fair, I should point out that I'm recording this. I've not had internet for a week and a half, and by the time this goes out, I might well be using an old build. They may well have updated it so there is a better way of doing things. But yeah, deleting of paths is... I don't know, it's just quite fiddly. There's not a quick way of going through it and removing large swathes of paths. Okay, so that bridge is now one higher. That should be good to run our roller coaster here. If we want to go edit track, there we go. So, while I know we're at Murdery, we'll be at Murdery Corner down here. Let's just check to see if that will now go underneath the bridge. It will. Excellent. So, we're going to need two. I guess... we could put some brakes on here and slow it down. Okay, we could just lower the launch speed. Let's be honest. That would work as well. If we lower the launch speed... oh, crap. I don't want to be building track anywhere there yet. We we want to click over here. That's what we want to go on. So if we lower the acceleration to about 7... Okay, right. I thought it said 11 meters a second to start. No, so we have only put it up by like 3 meters a second. So that's why we're not hitting much greater speed. If we set this so that it's a comfortable speed to make the corner, but we're not carrying like 70 miles an hour through the corner, then we might be able to sort it out at the bottom and go underneath the bridge easier. That is my thinking. That is my thinking at this moment in time. So that was about 87 miles an hour as we crest the hill there. Yeah, that's better. That's better. We're still doing 50 miles an hour around that corner, which is a lot as we now plummet down here. Okay, that turn is too sharp. That turn is too sharp, but I did kind of know that it was going to be. So what we're going to have to do is, I think, gradually roll the track over. Roll the track the other way here. This roller coaster can't do loops. Yeah, it's a non-inverted one. Which is a shame, because I do want a roller coaster loop to come under here and up and over. We do have to be also a little bit careful when we're building these coasters. I say a little bit careful, because I do want to have all of my coasters going through this area. So I've kind of got to not fill up this whole part of the park with just one roller coaster going through, because I do want roller coasters to come through and loop up and meet around here and kind of whiz around each other, really. I think that'd be quite a cool effect to have going on. That's okay. That there is really nasty. It's because I think it's such a quick corner back there that's causing the issues. How do we nullify some of these issues? Maybe we have a lazier turn. If we do that, will that not murder them? I mean, we can get away with the fear going quite high and quite high G at one point, but when it's pulling very, I mean that's 3G there. That's big on the fear rating. How do we do this? I mean, I guess I could tighten this this corner here. I quite like having the really wide opening turn. It's quite nice, and it can keep up its speed a bit. Maybe I'll just finish it off, and if need be, because again we're hitting like 85 miles an hour down there as we make that turn. Yeah, we might have to put in some brakes on the downhill section. I mean, I can do that. We can do some brakes if really, really desperate. Now we're going to try and sort of slow things down a little bit. We're going to shoot uphill and then get ready to make some more turns. Yeah, I don't quite know really want to loop. I guess we could kind of loop back on ourselves a little bit, maybe. I have an idea. I have an idea and a half right now. Nausea is massive through there. The problem is, okay, the G-forces are just too high. G-forces are just way, way too high. So what we're going to do is slow the launch down some more, I think. Yeah, we're going way, way, way too quick. Which would be okay for me, but not for the people that are going to come ride the roller coaster. So let's put that down to 78 miles an hour. Now that is a lot slower. We will not be carrying 50 miles an hour around the wide opening turn. And if we're going slow, we don't need such a wide opening turn, but bugger it, it's going to stay like that. So 78 it hits. It climbs up there. Now you see, now we're at 30. Now we've got kind of a nice sedate look at the park from up here before we are going to very, very quickly race back downhill again. Now, how fast are we going to go? And it's at 60 miles an hour. That's a lot more manageable, isn't it? That's a lot more manageable down there. We can work with that. We can work with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to run it along here a little bit. Again, I quite like having the circuit run alongside the path. Ooh, idea. Could we... this is going to be a really long roller coaster, but I'm kind of okay with that. We're going to... Please don't make everyone throw up when we go for this corner. We're going to kind of run it across... I wasn't intending on building a roller coaster kind of running across the top of the water, but for the moment, this one I'm quite liking having running across the top of the water. And then if we gradually roll that... I might have... the turn into that corner might be a little bit on the steep side. We'll just see how it goes. Because now doing 70 miles an hour, that's like 3G through that corner. It's just so fast, this coaster. What we might have... Trim brakes. Yeah, okay, we'll go for trim brakes. If we kind of target it to go about 48 miles an hour, so that will slow it down to what I hope will be a little bit more manageable point, so we can then kind of have some ups and downs and not quite be fighter pilot levels of G-force going up. This is something I do tend end up doing with my roller coasters is having crazy fast roller coasters that have got way too much G-force for everyone to manage. So that slows it down. Doesn't slow it down quite the same amount, but slows it down enough so that I think we can make it manageable, and then we can wheel around with it some and make it get back to the entrance part. That's good with me. I'm just gonna roll it over. The rolling over the banking for the corners is such an important part with this, and kind of having the very, very wide corners is helpful when it comes to dealing with all of the speed that is going on with these, especially with mine. But like I said, I don't have space. I kind of want this roller coaster to be a little bit more compact. Just thinking what way we're going to loop this. If we loop it that way. Okay, so we'll put that there, and then we'll kind of do a bit of a turn. Oh, okay, not quite that high. Not quite that high. That's why it's very useful to have the testing going on while you're building it, because you get a very quick idea that the roller coaster might not make it, or will make it, or will whatever. We want to. Is there a way? I thought there was a way to make these sections that I was building smaller. Maybe there should be, because I'm like working on four long rather than. Should be able to make it to singles. I might have forgotten what I'm building, so that's probably my bad on that one. Right, let's. Oh no, of course you can't do it from down there because you do it from up here, don't you? Not from that one. That one. There we go. I remember what I'm doing. Should we work in sort of segments of 2 at the moment? Maybe for this rollover we'll go for 3. For this banking, I say rollover for the banking, we'll go for 3, and then we will gradually bring it round in a horrible, horrible tightening corner. There we go. And straighten this one out, like so. Let's see if the roller coaster can make it. Let's see what sort of speed it is taking along here. Okay, so that trim brake is just about okay for it. It's a little bit too much, though. We trim off a little bit too much. I think it loses a fair bit of speed going around that corner. So if we target speed, say 56, that then should get us around and then get us back up to this point. It will be quite slow at this stage, but I'm okay with that because we've got a really, really steep up bit, and then we're going to fling it back down again. So, that's okay. What have we got in the non-inverted stuff? Helix up. Okay, we've just got helixes, so it really can't do a huge amount. Well, actually, that could be quite fun if we put in one of them here. Helix down right. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, it could be quite fun to have it spiral around down there before heading back towards the station. You've got to be careful with these. These can... Oh, I was expecting it to keep going with them. Okay, so... Oh, no, hold on. That trim brake is a real pain. It's not quite... Oh, I don't want to be building onto there, do we now? I want to be working here. Okay, so the problem is we have it at 60. It's just going to hit. There might as well not be a brake, I think, because I think that's about the speed it's hitting that at. Damn. The issue is, I think that corner there is too tight. Is the issue for the speed that this roller coaster is going at. These kind of coasters, I think, are designed for very, very long. I say long, lazy corners. That's a completely inaccurate word for it. However, yeah, I don't think it wants to be doing that tighter a turn. I'm trying to follow the curve of Bathurst corner, and it's not quite up for it. Okay, so we're barreling along here at 70, so that brings it down to 60. Okay, that manages the corner okay, and then up. Haha! And then it will just gently roll through here, and then it'll gradually pick up more and more speed as it goes downhill. Hopefully this will then pick up the excitement, and then I think we can spiral it a little bit more, probably. We'll already do one more spiral. Helix down. Well, what happens if we go... Oh, that's a helix up. That's if we go... What happens if we go for a really confused helix? No, we'll not go for that. It's a little bit of a faff, actually, to have to... If you want to go for like a full-on spiral. I was kind of expecting it to let you continue clicking it and let you continue building it, but apparently not. Alright, so that's too low. Okay, we can work with that. I might, though, not go down that way, come to think of it. If we go back to normal track, there we go, like so. Do we run it along... I guess I know what I did want to do with it, so we'll head over that way now. I kind of wanted it to, so it goes underneath the bridge over here. If we have it run above the bridge before coming back, yeah, I quite like that as an idea. Oh, okay, so that boots the fear up massively. That might be a little bit too bigger a helix going on right there. I've just realised how much that was unhappy with people. A little bit too much G-force, a little bit too much speed on that helix, I think. The bobsleigh roller coasters can do some pretty cool helixes, but I think I'm just building this one in a slightly wonky manner, perhaps. Yeah, do we kind of race it over in this direction? I think we will. I know as I said at the very beginning, I don't want to kind of make it too busy over this part with one roller coaster, but I quite like having this one here looping around and busying itself over this part of the map. I think that's quite cool. Where are we heading? That way. Is that corner going to be okay? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I kind of quite like the pause that we get up here. The momentary pause as we then start racing back downhill again. And we're back up to 50 miles an hour. The excitement's not massive at this moment in time. A little bit more there. So kind of excitement is not so much about speed. It's more about the elevation changes that we have going on at this moment in time. So if we kind of bring it back up here, slightly bank it because we're going to be firing in that direction ever so slightly. We're going to go up and twist it that way. Kind of over in the ish direction that we want it to be heading in. Not sure if that's quite going to work there. We will wait and see. We are going to be going quite slow, so I think we might be all right. So that can go over there. Yeah, I'm quite liking it so far. For that's the kind of we'll get some people in and we'll have a look at it from their point of view, see what it looks like as an entrance ride, if you will. And then if we kind of just loop it back around and it can come into the station, that would work out pretty well, I think. It's not my greatest roller coaster. I think it is still quite good fun. I think it's good enough as an entrance ride for us. How are we doing speed-wise up there? Okay, so yeah, that's fine. There's not too fast whatsoever for it. So we can probably then start curving that back in. And I quite like having it, maybe not quite that steeper a curve. I quite like having this ride running above where you're going to be coming into the theme park as well. Because you're going to be either here turning left or right, so you're going to have the roller coaster right, or on the right overhead. We probably don't want to turn it that much anymore, do we? We kind of want to bring it this way. How can we get it down in an entertaining fashion? Well, like I said, how do we get down in an entertaining fashion? We just do that, and then we can come up a little bit, try and shrug off some speed. I know this is taking up a little bit more space than you kind of perhaps want. However, it keeps the ride entertaining for the final few seconds. Oh, that might be a steep call. We'll see how we're doing speed-wise. I might have to change that. Because again, I love having it running right next to the path. I say I love having it running right next to the path. I think health and safety might have a bit of a fit. We might have to get some barriers or something. I don't even think that's going to be going quick enough. That might be too steep for it. So we're going to go down and up. And oh no! Damn it! Can we? Oh, you can. I love that. That's really nice. You can just tweak it. So if it's not quite worked, you can just tweak. That's really neat. I didn't actually know that. I saw the little button and I kind of had a slight inkling hope when I did that might work. Oh, that would be perfect. And then we will kind of just be on this little final stage. I don't know if that's a little too close to the path. I would like it one more in. Can I do that? I guess if we make that tighter. So if we make that tighter around... Oh, that'd be a really, really nasty corner, that one. If we make that... It's just so that I have a little bit of space to put something between it and... Okay, we're going to go for a really nasty bugger down here. Like that. And then we can have that there. I kind of want it like that angle. There we go. And then we can straighten it. Actually, we might keep it just like that and then auto-complete it around the corner. We'll see what that does to finish it off. That might be a really nasty corner to finish. Could be quite cool though. We will see how the roller coaster does on the excitement. I have built some decent roller coasters. This is not my favourite one that I've built. I'll be honest. I say it's not my favourite. I like the way that it loops around the park, and I do quite like that we get that that to finish, and then one final bit to the station and a stop. Yeah, I mean, the excitement is okay. I could do with a little bit more. Yeah. I think, again, as an entrance, if we just close this down, if we go... It's not too noisy, it's not too terrifying, so it is actually... It's a ride that's going to be used, which is kind of a little bit more of the important thing. If we just close that down, if we have this as an entrance... Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that, just as a whole... This is what's going on in the park as you walk in, and then as we come up over the footbridge. I think there is a way to have a better free camera than I'm doing at the moment. I will learn that before next time. I really like that as an entrance site. I think that's really cool, because the roller coaster could be running underneath it, over it, and we're going to have all of our other coasters looping into this. I can hear it. There it is, shooting underneath the footbridge. Excellent. Are we going to have any people? Have I opened the park? Have I done that? Park management... we are open. I guess there wasn't an entrance for a little while, so it might take a bit for people to appear. Well, we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that later, I think. They should appear soon. Now, we have got to do entrances and that sort of guff. If we have an entrance up that end, an exit up there. Oh, yes. Ah, perfect. Look at that. That is what we want. And then we can have queue. We can have an orange queue. Of course, the main theme of everything is going to be black and orange, proper FailRace colours. We're going to have, yeah, stuff painted in those colours, and we can actually go full on with the car. We probably will do actually in a second. Oh, wait, hold on. Length. Yeah, we want it to be a relatively small queue. So we're going to build this queue. Not quite like that actually. We're going to come out one more because we're going to put a building around this bit. We kind of want to give it a little bit of space. Now I'm going to try and fit in as long a queue as possible, because rides like this do tend to, you know, attract attention, and you need a decent sized queue for them. Otherwise, people won't be able to get in the queue. We'll stick that down there. That I think then can be opened. Haha! Look at that. Okay, that queue is... I'm not sure about the queue at the moment, actually. It's a squiggly queue. I do know what we can do, though. We can, and this is what I will be doing a fair amount of. We'll cover some of it up with trees and so on. Oh, wow, that is a... Okay, maybe it's not just a massive tree. Maybe that's just the angle that it was at. Yeah, we will mess around with building up some buildings and all of that sort of thing. Have we got people coming yet? I think I spy some. I don't know. Maybe I've cocked up something with the park entrance. Oh, no, people are here. People are here. That's good. They can go on the... Oh, we've got to think of a name for the roller coaster as well, don't we? Oh, there is so much to do with just one ride. We will think of a name for the roller coaster. In fact, if you guys want to leave suggestions as to what to call this roller coaster in the comments, hopefully by the time I go to film the next episode of this, I might have internet, or I might have been able to have a look. So, yeah, let me know what you would like this roller coaster to be called. And my favourite will get the name. What I am going to do is do the painting for it while I think about it. Okay, so we can do car colour. Now, we've got to have an orange. If actually, I'll tell you what we can do. We can go FF7400. That is the colour. That's the orange, like the colour code I use for the orange in the thumbnail images for the Forza videos. It's kind of sad that I know the colour off by heart, but it's also very, very useful. Alright, so if we have that in orange, like, no, I don't think I want that bit there in orange, actually. If we have that part in black, we have that in black. Yes, and then we have that in orange. No, wait, that's that one. So that's for... No, I much prefer that in black. Yeah, look at that. That looks like a mean FailRace racing machine. And then what else am I going to do? Where do the people go? Are they still walking their way? Oh, okay, they're taking their... Okay, it's a really, really long walk. Maybe we should get a... Maybe we should get a few go-karts. A lot of go-karts, in fact. And let them get down that path. That's a long old walk into this park. It's a really long old walk. We are going to do a lot more with this entranceway. Don't worry about that. We'll have kind of buildings around here to get in, but kind of wanted to build the roller coaster first. And track. I'm thinking, what does that go? We've got to try and make it look a little bit racy. So if we can have the main part of the track black, look like tarmac, I guess. I think that might be the supports. So, how does that look? I didn't quite like having it all white. I don't know if that's going to look better. Yeah, I think it does, actually. I guess we could have orange supports, but that might look a little bit weird. Let's go for orange supports. No, I think it looked better with just the whole black roller coaster. So there we go. Our people are on the approach. In fact, can I? I don't know if we can. Guest camera. There we go. I think. Here we go. Yeah, right. We can go to first person. So this is what. This is what I guessed sees as you walk up the steps into the park. I did pretty well actually get my height right. Yeah, that's going to look so cool when we have all of the roller coasters heading through there. I like that a lot. And of course there's going to be a lot more rides. There's going to be a lot more detail. There'll be shops and there'll be scenery and there'll be all sorts and all sorts. But as far as an entranceway goes, it's pretty good. I was hoping the roller coaster was going to be fired, but it isn't. At this moment in time, I'll tell you what we can do. Before we finish, of course, we've got to ride the roller coaster. You thought I'd forgotten about it. People were probably shouting at me that we'd got to go in here. Yeah, we're going to go sit in the roller coaster. Now, it could take a little while. Can we get you to fire it at this moment in time? Probably not. Of course, typical, because I've now started everything going. I guess we could test it, but... no, they'll get... So we're going to be... Okay, well, it might be a minute, and we'll get some people on it, and then we will ride the roller coaster. Well, it's almost roller coaster time, and I am admiring this guy's hair. Look at that! That is some brightly coloured hair you have going on there. Good sir. The first chap has almost made it after about a 20-minute walk from the... I'm assuming there's a car park behind that hill. After a 20-minute walk from the car park, across the longest bridge... Oh! He's sprinting into it and it's set off. Really? Really? All of that, and you literally fire the roller coaster the second people get there. I should have sat on the roller coaster. I was distracted by that hair. I mean, that is, let's face it, a very, very distracting hair. I'm going to blame him. Who are you? Do people have names on here? I think they do. You are Joseph Braid? I don't know. Can't pronounce your name particularly well. Yeah, you have got the most amazing of hairs. Right, everyone is lined up, queued up, ready to go. Our roller coaster will be coming around anytime now, and I'm not going to spoil it by going on the roller coaster, by going on the in-coaster cam now while it's not back yet. I mean, I think it's a successful first episode. We've got a decent base to go on. I might actually raise the floor up here. I don't think I meant to have that at a lower level than the rest of it. Probably just an accident while I was digging out the the lake for the Bathurst Island. Right, we're going to go on the very front seat. I don't know if we can actually interest. I don't know what that. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh crap! Let's go back to the front seats. Right, so we can actually look around. Can we? I thought we could. Okay, we can if we click in the middle mouse button. Right, launched towards the. That is quite the launch. Excuse me. If you could not knock the camera with your hands. Oh, that's an impressive view. It's an impressive view from up here. And I quite like that you sort of see the entire park as well from here. Yeah, I'm a little bit more happy with this ride. While it doesn't have the greatest of ratings, I'm quite happy with the way that the ride has turned out. I think it works pretty neatly. It might stay a little bit on its side for too long, but there we go. And again, we get another nice look over the park as we slowly build up speed and start to go into this horrible helix. That feels like I could do with a little bit more banking perhaps to make that more manageable if you go for more than, well, just that simple one. And then we have some hills, and then we run back towards the bridge and over the people. And we've got one more hill to go, where if we've got too many large people on the ride, we might get stuck. We're fine. We're over it just about. And then we roll our way through the final turns and stop. Yeah, the guys, they seem to like it on here. I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, as I said, let me know what you guys would like to see it called, and we will add that in next time along with probably building up like a proper little queue building and scenerying up this area before we move on to the next ride. That's going to be it from me, though. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.